actually sleep yesterday, so I don't know if you can get up here. Oh shit, you can. Yeah, so my sleep that I got last night was really just compensating for yesterday. So I haven't really had enough sleep, which is kind of why I'm tired. I don't know why I'm healing myself. I'm not sure how that happened unless I accidentally consumed living armor earlier. That could have happened. But yeah, usually I kind of stick to my stream times and shit like that, but I was just like, I was tired, chat was really quiet. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna like go off to bed kind of thing. Like, I don't know. I kind of figured because like, we've had moments where like chat is kind of like chatty. Like some of you are chatty for a bit and stuff, but then there's like pretty big periods of like quietness and stuff. So I figure maybe this is something that not a lot of people may be interested in seeing. But at the same time, like I really want to like get through and finish what I'm doing with this so that I can, even if I can't finish the game, I can give it a bloody good crack. That's where the rift beacon is. It's over there. Oh, actually, there's shit on the table. Give me that. Yesterday. It also has been a very long week. Like, it felt like Friday yesterday, you know? Let's see, I brought the CPU for... what? For checkup and troubleshooting. And we'll have to return in 14 days. So, hopefully they'll resolve this... hopefully they'll resolve my return of the CPU in that time. Yeah. That's not too bad. I've never really heard of a loner CPU. Or is it just like, you've got 14 days to like return it if you want to? Wow. Remember like, CPUs were one of those like super delicate things where it was like no take backsies kind of thing. If they took back, it was just like return it and see if you could get manufacturer replacement just to like replenish the stock kind of stuff. That was more like the computer store logistics of it. But yeah. I gotta go. I'm going to cruise around 23 acres riding a lawnmower. Well, have fun with that. At least you have a ride-on lawnmower. Like, makes it more enjoyable. Oops. You could also, obviously you don't necessarily have one now. There is a deviant over there. You could get a little robotic one that you like control with your phone as if it's like one of those little RC cars. I know, like, I was talking to Nick about it. I'm like, I know how much he wants one of those. Like, if I could find a decent one, I'd probably like get it. Because even like, my yard's not really big, but it's got like weird slope to part of it, so it makes it like really taxing to try to do the mowing and shit, because like it fucks with my ankles and back, and it messes up like Nick's knees and shit. So it's not fun. I don't know where the other guy is here. They're in here somewhere. I see you, Keelan. I see you. Nah, but Loki. What the fuck? Oh, come back here. What? Oh, Jesus! The fuck was that? Can I get out of here? Hold up. Let's equal the score here, yeah? I don't generally fight with my deviant against like the vultures and shit. But if they're gonna be this way... Alright, you love. If they're gonna be like this, I might as well bring it to the table, you know? My health is going down and I need drinks. Also, I'm working on trying to make alcohol back a base too. So that's something I'm attempting to do. I apparently have enough wheat and shit. So you know how the other day I said that, oh, it would not let me, wouldn't let me put like any kind of like food products in it? Yeah, no, it was just glitched out. What the fuck is that noise? Is that just me when I'm unwell? The fuck? I've never heard that. Maybe my headset's never been loud enough. Don't know. Where's my gun that I need to reload? That one's reloaded. This one's not. There we go. What was that? I'm so relieved I got boot up. I gotta set up the BIOS now though. Oh yeah, it's always fun. That may change some things too, so it's not like it's solved, but it's not like it's solved, but we're making huge progress. Yeah, no, the fact that it boots up. So is it with your main board that got returned? So it's booting up on the main board that came back? I think like the hardest thing is when something goes wrong with the CPU or main board, it's not particularly clear which fucking one it is. And both of them are, well, main boards aren't too expensive these days. But, yeah, sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze. But, generally speaking, the CPUs are fucking expensive generally to replace and test and stuff. Interesting. I wasn't expecting to find this up here. Mind you, I've still got to go outside and find the deviant that's out there. It's a cool looking top. Alright. I see a recipe down here. I noticed a lot more of these gourmet recipes. Why can't I get... There we go. Yeah, it's just lagged behind. Vehicle parts on a countertop in a vineyard. It's graceful. It's not where you store those. Oh yeah? I got some... Fuck off, mate. I'm going outside. I know there's some people back here. Where did I see that deviant? Was it over? It is over here. Okay, I ran away because I got attacked really hard. But I've already got this guy. That's fine. I don't need a second one of this. Although, I could sell it. Yeah, let's sell it. Lol. It doesn't want to be sold. Mind you, it is level 2. I could sell it level 1. It's true. I like how just mentioning that it's like, yes, it will come with me so long as it's not the one being sold. I like to think that that matters. Also, I don't know what that crack noise was then. That's right, I'm thirsty. Thirsty. Alright, hold on. It's simply when you buy a CPU and it's bad, it's not turning on ever. What's it? Not just increase boot times over a month till it dies. Yeah, usually that shit is a main board kind of behavior. Like, generally speaking, like, if something goes wrong with the CPU, like, it bugs out bad. Like, there's no in-between, generally. Like, I know that, so my previous computer, it was starting to, like, blue screen. The funny thing was, like, Nick and I had... We're onto our second set of basically identical PCs. So... because we used to work together, right? We basically built the same PCs when we worked together. It wasn't intentional. It was just, it was the best shit, right? So collectively, we had the best shit. And then when I no longer worked there and we needed to like upgrade our computers, both of our computers did the same shit. Even though his has always been basically like water cooled and mine's always like, just fan cooled and shit, right? It did the same shit. Mine started blue screening, and then like within a month, Nick started blue screening, and it just became more and more frequent, more and more crashes and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, yeah, I think we can figure out which parts specifically are identical and have the problems and stuff. Especially mine started overheating, I remember. Which was interesting because it took a lot longer for Nick to start overheating. His took a lot longer with the water cooling, which was fascinating. I know this shit is like the nerdiest crap, but it was interesting to me. But yeah, I don't know. Since then, with now having another PC that's, well, actually identical this time, except for our hard drives. Hard drives are the only thing that's different between us. I think even my choice in like RAM and shit is the same. I think either that or the RAM could be different style or something like that. Same shit, different different brand or something, because I got fancy looking RAM in mine. Some kind of fucking dragon shit thing. Either if you do any overclocking. So yes, we used to. In both of our old PCs, we sure as fuck did. Nowadays we don't. I know Nick's was like severely overclocked. Mine was moderately overclocked because I used to do art and all sorts of stuff on mine, whereas Nick mostly just played games. So yeah, basically they were fine. They didn't seem to have too much of a problem. Oh, there's another one of those bear trap things. I did as well a lot. Yeah, I don't know. It just used to be kind of the thing to do. The new PCs, we just didn't do it. Of both... Oh shit, what the hell hit me? What hit me? I'm unsure what literally hit me then. Have I got this whole place on? Yes, I do. But I still need to go all the way over there to talk to somebody apparently. Oh, bear trap. Got it. Yep. By the way, the bear trap sort of stays on when you walk. If you walk immediately, you take a bit more damage. I didn't even see it the second time. That's terrible. I'll actually want to fly from here over there a bit. I never increased the voltage though, because fuck that shit. Yeah. No, I didn't do voltage shit either. I think it was just mostly just the CPU and something else. I think... I can't remember like fully. So it's been a really long time. Like we're talking like 15, 20 years ago when I did this. It's probably like CPU, if the graphics card was clockable, I don't know. RAM maybe. Whatever I did, my settings were a lot milder than Nick's. I just can't fucking remember because it's like... What? Was that literally that one just then? Yeah, I don't really fucking remember, eh? Because, like, I think this computer is, like, nearly... This one I've got at the moment is nearly 5 years old. My previous computer was 10 years old when it died. So it's going to be around about, like, 15 years ago. And the PCs I had before that, I did overclock a lot. Mind you, one of them I really shouldn't have because the case and shit did not really allow for adequate cooling and stuff. So, yeah, it would absolutely fry anything in the vicinity. It was a complete little hot box it was. Which is why I ended up upgrading to, like, a really tall tower. And then I kind of just stayed with taller towers that had, like, pretty decent ventilation. Honestly, the first tall tower I got was, not the best ventilation, mate. You know what? As long as that guy blows up, that's fine. Seriously, I just... No. This is why I go sword with these guys, by the way. I know that they have all their guns and shit, but it's a lot easier to kill them, apart from the guy with the grenades strapped to him. It must be, yeah, a sniper out there. Hold on. Can't quite, there you are. Oh man. Alright, well there was a third guy running around. Oh, he's over here now. I guess? Hi mate, can you walk into the bear trap for me? I'm getting like seriously hurt. Nope, 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 nope. That's... I accidentally hit living armor, but sure, they'll do it. Alright. I don't mind, I made a lot of living armor. Increase voltage. Yeah, I like room and bigger towers, extra space for everything to breathe. Yeah, I like that too. The only problem is sometimes bigger, like the taller towers and shit, are sometimes heavier. Mind you, my smaller tower that I had was an absolute fucking brick in weight-wise. It was so heavy. And then when I replaced its, like, case, I replaced it with this super fucking tall, bulky ass tower. It looked pretty. Ironically, that one didn't have very good circulation. But I didn't know that when I got it, because I'm like, this thing's got like all kinds of like areas for circulation and shit. But no, it actually really didn't. I just didn't take the time to like look at it, because I'm like, I want a pretty case for once. I always got like shitty secondhand like cases and stuff, because who gives a fuck? It's literally just the shit inside's good, you know? I just want this music to stop. Hold on. Can you fucking die, mate, so we can have some peace and quiet? Just die on the ground already. You the last one? Hold on. I've got beef with whoever's causing me to have to listen to this shit. This? Well, it will take me away from it, hopefully. Yeah. Alright. I don't know, I don't think it put me in a puzzle or anything. Oh yeah, I gotta go down here. But yeah, anyway. The case I've got at the moment is quite nice.
Did you call my name?
Yeah, anyway. The only problem with the one that I've got is that it's got a big ass fan on like the top of it. And as you guys know, when I did one of my art streams, I straight up just knocked a drink over.
Or did you see a little girl around the corner there?
Well, I saw her standing in the middle of the room, but I didn't see her in a corner. But yeah, so that was the only problem, was I spilled a drink in it. But I know well enough how to fucking fix that issue, so not like it was a really big issue. I'm not running away from it. I'll fucking fight it. I got living armor on for a little bit. Oh, it's immune. Alright, well, I guess I'll just fucking open this. Alright, and I'll go back around the corner where I didn't go in. I'm guessing it wanted me to go in here before that. Also, I guess if I ran away, it would follow me. It's really interesting. Ah, here we go. Now it's following me. Mate, can I help you? Let me put that on. Alright, living armor will prevent me from dying from something critical. And I'll get some health, and we'll just walk out of this room. It's so fucking nonchalant with it. Alright. Can I have all the stuff in this room? The other thing too is...
We are now. Keep running. Don't let that thing catch us.
Don't let it catch us.
Head on. Stay away from it. Then look for opportunities to fight back.
I can't open this.
Don't stop. Keep going.
I will do what I want, mate. I'm gonna loot shit. Actually, did it not let me open that? It didn't. I must have opened something else. There we go. Drink on the top of the tower. Yeah, so basically the way my desk is set up is that I have the computer tower on the floor beside my desk. Right? And I have my drink on the side of my table so that it's not blocking mine or Nick's monitors, because we've got 4 monitors across the length of the desk. So yeah, I happened to have a drink and it got really condensatey, so I couldn't actually like pick it up properly, and it slipped and it just fell straight over and poured the whole cup straight into the PC. Alright, now can we fight? Alright. Maybe. Yes. Answer is yes. Cool. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Is there anything else here? There's 2 more quests. It must be... Well, there's a guy up there now. Yeah, so anyway, that happened during one of my art streams. That basically, like, it obviously short-circuited my PC and shit, so it turned off, which is great. And I had industrial fans at the time, so I basically just like opened it and oh yeah, there's a thing over here. I opened it and kind of just like wiped it down best I could to get like the sticky drink off it, and then I basically just
did all the running, but I feel like I'm out of breath myself. Anyway, we got the job done. Now let's get out of this creepy place already.
Yeah, I basically just like cleaned it off the best I could, and then kind of just blasted it with the fans for like an hour or so. It's like the big industrial fans that I've got like super strong. So yeah, after it dried off, it was fine. Everything turned back on. The best thing is because my graphics card is kind of massive, it shielded a lot. So I didn't have to worry about much. I just had to, mostly just had to wipe it down because it had one of those like solid metal plate backings on the graphics card, which was actually really lucky because it meant that like liquid didn't actually immediately hit circuits or anything. But yeah, that's the only design choice that I don't actually like. That I've got to go back there. Is that the fans on the top, and I was able to like spill something in it, you know. The setup bias boot time was barely 10 seconds. My god, I think we're golden. Nice. But does that mean that you've got to wait for your CPU to come back? If that's the case? How do I get out of here? Is it back this way? Yeah, it is. I'm trying to remember what else. Yeah, I don't know. I've since put... So it's really quite funny. The edge of my desk, I don't think it's in any of the photos or whatever on Instagram or in Discord or whatever, but the very edge of my desk, I have like a bunch of like paper plates kind of like masking tape to the edge of my desk. And the idea is it's partially to stop my cats from shucking fur straight off onto and into my PC. But it's also to prevent that if a drink was to fall over, it wouldn't be able to immediately just run off the side of the desk and into the PC. And like it would have to, I would have to fumble it on the same kind of levels as when I had a drink bottle and I fumbled it into the bin, right, for it to end up in the computer from this position. So I think it would be okay. Like this is why I always have like closed top drink bottles, but during art stream I generally drink energy drinks. I'm somehow inside of a house. So yeah, I normally have like open top stuff, which is where the problem was. I don't know if I can get across the train tracks here. Although, they haven't rendered there, so that's fine. Game's having a bit of a rendering issue. Or mystery. I'm just going to use current CPU till I have it returned, but don't tell anyone. I may have just told the internet, Shadow. I don't know how you feel about that. Shadow's just like flips desks and like walks off. I know that's exactly what just happened. It's like through a laptop. Like, I don't know what else you do. It's out now. Yeah, basically. What did I learn the other day about that? There's some weird obscure fucking oh, what do you call it, like lore behind, you know, the cat's out of the bag as an expression. There used to be some kind of old situation or whatever where people used to put a cat in a bag, and I think it was like either you were buying like a hat or something of similar weight to a general cat. The idea was that you wouldn't know if you bought whatever you thought you bought or if it was a cat until you opened the bag. And that's kind of where the expression "cat's out of the bag" came from. I wish I knew all of it like properly so I could like tell the story properly, but it was a really fucking interesting thing. And that's where it sort of came from, was that like people actually tried to false advertise products years, like hundreds of years ago to I don't know, with like cats and stuff. I'm like, false advertising with a cat isn't really false advertising. I just get a cat. It's time to turn it off again and connect to, was it connect the reset of the peripherals and graphics card? Yep. And you get to connect up everything else so that you know if something else like fries it or has an issue. Hello, I know you're not rendered in yet, but the deviation is creepy toy. It's turning winery into a horror film. See if he's rendered. I'm also so tempted to get like 8 of those things.
I'm glad you escaped unscathed. And not only that, you managed to contain it. I don't even know how to express my gratitude. Did you discover any clues as to how this terrible deviation came to be? In my experience, every deviation seems to have its own unique past, especially the ones with powerful effects.
There are some torn documents, likely evidence of what transpired at the winery.
Let me take a look. Yes, I see. It seems to be more or less as I expected, then. When a living body comes into contact with stardust, there is an almost 100% chance it will be affected. By contrast, the likelihood of an item being affected is quite small, but if it does occur, it will carry enormous amounts of energy and have quite unusual effects.
Does anybody else suspect this guy's got two different eye colors? If you have a really close look, like it's gonna be hard to see on a phone, but just bear with me for this. Is one of his eyes look like really like reddish colored, and the other one does not. I've got speculations on this guy being some kind of creature himself.
This toy and its former owner were both affected by stardust. The owner's strong sense of survival was connected to the object, and after a very low probability, high-intensity transformation, a deviation was formed.
But why did it commit such evil acts?
That I don't know. So much about stardust and deviations remains a mystery. But I will say this. Although you speak of evil acts, you can't judge deviations on moral terms. Deviations like these have no sense of good or evil. They simply are. Luckily, you took care of it. I have to admit that keeping this deviation in a securement unit in your territory will carry some risks. Since my own facilities remain under construction, I'll entrust you with holding on to this one. I'm sure you can handle it.
I know he says he's going to reward me well, but mate, I don't have the fucking storage facilities for all these. The heterochromia is awesome. It is very interesting. The only reason why I suspect that he's not quite human is because, like, I don't know if I can see him from like a side angle and actually see the color of his eyes. Yeah, it is. Two different colors. The only reason why I suggest that he's not some kind of like regular human is because one's red. That's my only thoughts behind it. But yeah, he's got two different fucking eye colors. I notice this shit really, really obviously because when I look at people, I look at one eye specifically, generally more than the other. I try to get this because it's level 4. But when somebody doesn't have two of the same color eyes, I tend to struggle. My eyes wish to look at both of them because my brain isn't quite seeing one person. It's not reacting like I'm looking directly at one person. I don't know how best to describe that. Talk to Claire at Tallgrass. Alright, Claire must be here. She must be up top. It's kind of like, you know how like you kind of pick an eye when you talk to people and stuff? Like, I have had friends, parents and stuff like that I didn't even know that had lazy eyes. Because I just never looked at their other eye. Like, ever. And they were like, oh, didn't you know I had a lazy eye? And I'm like, I've never once noticed. Like, a legit, I've known you like 20 plus years. I never noticed. And then other people, like, there's a few actors and stuff like that where I notice it, like, really obviously because there's a sense of timing. When an actor's not on screen for more than, like, a couple of seconds, it's usually a sign of having like a lazy eye or something like that, or if they're always only ever like filmed from one action, like one direction, sorry, because it only suggests that they've got like we call it like an eye at an angle or something like that, just out of interest. Just weird random ass facts about me. Where the fuck is she? I guess she's not up in here. Just outside. There's stuff outside. I'll have to go out there. Thought of symmetry so does mess with your brain a bit. Yeah, like you'll often find like a lot of my I wonder if I can buy these. I guess let's get the patterns of fabric and shit. Hold on, I just want to get these because I've got enough to get this shit, so I might as well. All right, cool. Maybe get that too. Decorations. Anywho, yeah, I don't know. Like, I go for symmetry in games a fair bit, but I do find drawing symmetry ick a little bit. Like, it's really weird. Where the fuck is she? She's supposed to be here, and I'm supposed to be tracking her. Down there, apparently.